Good morning and welcome to Rally Trade's Fundamental Alert. My name is Abolaji and I'll be taking the Fundamental Alert for Tuesday and Monday, that is for 5th of September and for 6th of September. Okay, so let's start. We'll be starting with the OPEC news, which is going to be all day today, Monday, and this news is usually on the oil producing and exporting countries. So we want to look at the possible outcome of this news. It's usually a closed door news, meaning that we do not usually get the result of the news immediately when the meeting is on. So we usually get the result of the news much later after the news. So the effect of the news is going to be throughout the day, that is today. So if you are trading oil today, you want to look out for a possible volatility in the market. And today on GBP, we have a news by 4:30 p.m. It is a news on the MPC member Man Speaks. Okay, so if you're familiar with the recent happenings in the economy, you'd realize that there is a lot of inflation issues going on. So the GBP that is the Great Britain, is also trying to curb inflation. So this news is going to take place at 4:30 p.m. and this is when the Bank of England member Catherine Mann is going to speak. Okay, so the result of this news is going to come out by 4:30. You want to look out for that. So if you are trading GBP, you want to look at closing your trades or setting your stop loss before 4:30 p.m. because there might be volatility in the market by 4:30 p.m. It's medium impact, so also the OPEC news, also medium impact. So for Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we are expecting a couple of news. We're expecting news from the Australian economy. Don't forget that the Australian economy uses the Sydney section, so it means that there is usually more volatility in the early hours of the day. So if you're trading anything on AUD, you would be experiencing more volatility between 12 a.m., that is 12 in the midnight, and about 6 a.m. in the morning. So this news is by 5:30 a.m. and the first news is on cash rates. Anytime I see any news that relates to interest rates or a bank news, I usually pay so much attention to it, and as you can see, this news is high impact. So if I'm trading AUD on that day, I might be looking at a lot of volatility in the market. The usual effect of this news says that if actual is greater than forecast, it is good for the currency. So I'm looking at a possible outcome for this news by 5:30 so I can trade accordingly. So also on the same AUD, by the same time 5:30, we have the same news on the RBA rate statement. Okay, so it is going to be on the Reserve Bank board, where there is going to be communication with investors about monetary policies. So you also want to look out for the result of this news by 5:30 a.m. tomorrow, Tuesday. Okay, so I'm moving down to the news we have on USD in the afternoon on Tuesday, which is the final service PMI. It is by 2:45 p.m. You know that the New York session opens in the afternoon, that is around 2 p.m. you see more volatility in the market, 3 p.m. you see more volatility in the market. So this news is by 2:45 p.m. So this news is usually in two sections. There is the flash service PMI that comes a week before the final service PMI. So we had flash service PMI last week and we have final service PMI this week. So you also want to look at the result of this news. It says actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. If actual is less than forecast, then it shows the news is bad for US dollar. And don't forget that it is medium impact, so the volatility that this news will bring in the market might not be as much. However, there is a high impact news by 3 p.m. on the same Tuesday on ISM service PMI. This news is going to be about the general health of the United States. We are looking at the expansions of businesses, expansions of companies around the economy. So we want to look at what industries have been doing. If they are expanding more, then it means the economy is doing well. If they are not, it means the economy is not doing so well. So if the actual is greater than forecast, we're expecting a good result. If the actual is less than forecast, we're expecting USD to sell. So that's all we have for today. Now, don't forget that any news that affects USD also cuts across things like gold, things like indices, that is, I'm talking about US 100, US 30, US 500. Don't forget that if you are trading any of those indices, you want to make sure that you have enough funds in your trading account. So if you are trading with anything less than 100,000 naira, 200,000 naira, you are looking at trading just currencies. But if you are trading with higher funds, 500,000, a million naira, then you are looking at trading more of indices with good lot size that gives you good profit. So that's all I have today on the fundamental alert. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.